What's up guys, Deluxe Mini here. Got a new mic, hope I sound fine. But man, for skill tree. So you know I gotta make a build video, but this time the first one I'm gonna make is gonna be completely about Iron Bear. Now the four skill tree Iron Cub does not work right now. So we're waiting on that. It's probably gonna be a while. But it significantly boosts Iron Bear, and boy oh boy, do we now have a always in Iron Bear build. You do not need to get out ever. Alright, it's really great. And as a bonus, it gave us a new way to heal without having to do splash damage, so we can stick with miniguns or non-splash boosters. It's amazing. It's amazing. So this is going to be a setup for you're always in Iron Bear. You never want to be out of it, and you're not doing any kind of splash damage boosters. Of course, you could switch to a splash or something like that. But anyway, so let's start off with the new anointment. Of course, you got to make sure you have your new anointments. Make sure rocket pod, minigun. It literally boosts every single anointment, right? Every single one. But anyway, I call this build a polar bear Moze because mainly we're going to be using the Cryo ones. But I'm going to show you a boss first, and then I'll show you mobbing. Different order this time. So anyway, green tree. This is like set in stone. You cannot really stray from this path, because the way this is set up with these two skills, it is 85% Iron Bear damage. It is stronger than literally every other tree combined. That's how much of a difference it is. Anyway, 5 in Cloud of Lead, because your bear's going to do fire shots, and you're going to need that later, you'll see. Daka Bear to get in. If you do go the auto, there's two routes. There's a route where you can have auto bear, and there's a route without. This is the without auto bear, but if you do it with auto bear, here you go. But this is here for if a friend's playing, they want to get in. Stoke the Embers, boost fire damage, yes please, because we do a ton of it. This is just here just cause. Scorching RPMs, Iron Bear damage, obviously, and Specialist Bear, Iron Bear damage. It's too good to pass up. We're using the miniguns. Purple tree, biofuel. This is how you're gonna heal, finally. Keep in mind though, it says ignites, so you need to set an enemy on fire, guys. It's not any status effect. And really big guns, here you go. It's pretty good. You're gonna want this so you can set enemies on fire even easier. I'm gonna show you a trick also to set enemies on fire even though we're not using fire. Movement speed, because why not? Now you don't need to max these two skills out, but 4 out of both of them is pretty good. This is just to help a little bit, you know, but you probably don't need this. But if you're doing maybe railguns, it could help a bit, or salamander especially. This especially helps with salamander. Feature creep, because damage and resistance, and this is going to keep us in Iron Bear permanently. This little thing is going to help us stay in it forever. Now, since we're not doing splash, you don't need fire in the Skagd, and you don't need torque cross promotion. And this is the no auto bear build, guys. The no auto bear. Deadlines, for, you know, less fuel drain and get some fuel back. Grizzled, in case we do get out of it and we need to get it back some. And then, of course, maxing out stainless steel bear. Now, you see 10 out of 5. That's because my class mod gives me all of it. Now, the reason why we're doing no auto bear, the trade-off is you get auto bear or you get experimental munitions. Experimental munitions is going to make it even easier to set enemies on fire and just give us a little bit more damage. Auto bear is just going to be like in case we we exit or something. But yeah, security bear, you need it. 4 to 5, got to move down. This boosts Iron Bear damage, and this boosts Iron Bear damage. Onto the weapons. You already saw that the miniguns. These are the anointments you want. Got a bunch more shields. It could be almost anything, but you want this anointment, you know, or the health one, and you can like get in and get out and get back in to get the extra health, which is also going to help your biofuel healing passive. This is Raging Bear. This is a god roll. See, this has splash damage on it, but I don't have any. I'm not doing any splash damage, but you know, who cares? Hollow Point, I think, might activate an Iron Bear. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. But cooldown rate, damage, it's only level 60, but it's a god roll, right? Now, Icebreaker Victory Rush, this actually helps with Bear. it'll help freezing enemies faster, and I got this one at level 50 way long ago with cryo damage, movement speed, and cryo efficiency. Only cryo damage, efficiency, and then the icebreaker part is really going to come into effect here, guys. Keep in mind, cryo miniguns freeze extremely fast now. Way fast. Takes like 2 shots or 1 shot, and they freeze, even with like 3-bar healths. So here's the trick to setting enemies on fire constantly. A grenade that's fire with his anointment. 53% chance, fire, and has the Iron Bear anointment. Even though it says 20% chance, it seems like it's higher. I don't know. I'd be chucking grenades like crazy sometimes. But this one's going to really help setting enemies on fire. I also possibly recommend a Hunter Seeker, a Fire Hunter Seeker. I'm sure those exist, and those could be really good. And who knows, they might do some crazy thing where like the bullets scale the action skill damage for some reason. A lot of things have been doing that lately. But anyway, yep, let's get it. This is going to be a boss kill, and then we're going to go into mobbing. So I'm going to wait for him to flip his shit. Alright, now I can get in there. And die. That's it. Boom. Done. Speed run. Don't care about his loot. At least I hope. Watch him drop something good, and I don't know. Now for mobbing tests, we're gonna go to the slaughter shaft, which is the hardest mobbing situation, honestly. That and true guardian takedown, but we ain't got time for that. You just see this real quick and you'll be good. Oh, ignore my kitty. She is needy lately. She's a little baby. Alright. Oh, just to keep in mind, guys, we are playing on Mayhem 11. Obviously, that's why we're doing so much damage anyway. Get rid of this barrel. Look at that. See, it can go from any kind of damage source, too. Oh. Forgot, guys. Gotta switch it to Cryo. And this is the downfall part. The downfall of it is if you fuck up. But let's go ahead and switch it to Cryo. Run away for a little bit like a baby. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. Now we're not cooking with fire because it's ice. Now this also can help with your survivability because you remember you're freezing them. Look at that. 2 shots. 2 shots freeze. Let's see how many shots it takes to freeze. Okay, well I don't know. It was pretty quick though. Okay, well they just died. Alright. And as you can see, we're not using much fuel. This thing already doesn't use much fuel. But you're freezing enemies constantly. If they hit you, even you're gonna be throwing. See, you're gonna be throwing stuff to get your fuel back a little bit, and see if it procs. So now I can just like unload and look, my fuel's all the way up again. Procced again. Even on enemies that are resistant to cryo, this thing just still does a lot of damage. And I'm going to show you that you can stay in it the whole time by just doing the entire round, not getting out once. Keep in mind, this is like, I guess you could say it's kind of like the equivalent of doing a trial run maybe. Sometimes you even want to let yourself get hit so you can set some enemies on fire. But you do not want to get knocked out. Yeah, see, got all that fuel back. Oh, that was one round? Let's go ahead and do like half of 2. We still got a lot of duration left. And as you can see, the only healing I've been getting is from splash damage, and look at that. I've been fluctuating, but do pretty good. And these enemies do more damage than literally anything in the game, even bosses, I feel like. Just freeze them, kill them, freeze them, kill them, freeze them. Uh-oh. That one we got fucked. That was a barrel. That's gonna fuck you. That's the downfall. That's why there's a version with auto bear, and you could just do that, you know. Because otherwise, look how hard it is to kill them. This is very difficult. But anyway, you'll get the gist. I would recommend going auto bear runs for when you're afraid of barrels. Otherwise, you can go into experimental munitions. But anyway, y'all have a good one.